Hello all and welcome to another Kevin Entertainment video. It's Art here with day 16, or no, day 17 of Video Palooza, which is the book review for Whole Latte Death. it was my Coz Week book for Read a SciFi Cozy. It was also a Kindle Unlimited Cozy, so it counted twice for on the bingo card, and it let me down. I'm going to just say that right out front. It had the chance to be a good book and tell a good story, but it fell completely short. It fell way shorter than it had any right to fall, because it had a chance to be great. So, what made it not so good? Well, the main characters, Millie and Tilly, were twins, and it was hard to tell who was who, because they were twins, identical twins, so they looked alike, and they were described alike. So, when both of them were on stage with each other, the author had to say, Millie said, Tilly said, which you all know I hate dialogue tags, but it was essential to what needed to happen. Now, when they both weren't on stage together, they were pretty much indistinguishable on which one was Millie and which one was Tilly. So that was a thing there as well. A thing that was just... And it had this running joke of... They were on Finnegan Station near Jupiter, but not that Jupiter. So it was a different Jupiter, but they never said which Jupiter it was. And it was a running joke throughout the book. Like every time that they would mention it, they would always say, not that Jupiter. They even had the hashtag of not my Jupiter. They were trying to be funny where funny didn't need to happen. Or if you're going to tell a joke like that, you must first explain why it's funny. Because the Jupiter we think of, which is apparently not the Jupiter in the book, is the Jupiter that's in our solar system. And since this book wasn't set in our solar system, which is fine, you then need to describe the Jupiter that they're by, that sets it off or sets it away from our Jupiter. So that was one of my major pitfalls with the book. Another major pitfall was that it had chapters, but its chapter headings weren't usual, and so you didn't know where you were in the timeline. The timeline of the book was very, very confusing. It left me, and it's only a 178-page Kindle Unlimited read according to the Kindle page counter. So it's too short to have a lot of these problems. Well, too short to have a lot of these problems. Also, one of my pet peeves of Cozy Mysteries happened in this book. The dead body didn't happen until about 32% of the way through the book. So you're talking about page 65 to 79, somewhere around in there, and you already don't have enough of the novel to completely flesh out the investigation. To be fair, to be honest, so a lot of things went wrong. They tried, they failed. At least it's on Kindle Unlimited, so you don't have to pay for it if you want to take a stab at it. But I don't recommend it. Now, things I did like about the book were that it had a science fiction premise. I like the idea of science fiction cozies. In no way did this turn me off of science fiction cozies. So it did that well. I liked the way that it dealt with the robots and the artificial intelligence. It did that well. Everything else, though, was a complete garbled mess. So that's what we're going to say about that. As far as the GoodReads scale, it's a 2 out of 5 for me. Definitely my lowest rated book in 2020 so far. And on my own personal scale, it's a skip it unless you have Kindle Unlimited. Then and only if you want to give it a try, then be my guest. But I cannot recommend it. I was glad to move on to the next cozy once that book was done, and I ended Cozy Week on a very high note. So you'll see better reviews on better books that I read during Cozy Week later on this week. Continuing, and this is where I normally say I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 12:30 p.m. Central, 10:30 a.m. Pacific, 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Please like, comment, subscribe. If you want to see more, please ding the notification bell to be notified when I upload a video if YouTube is working that day, because we all know how YouTube is and that algorithm. Leave in the comments down below the most disappointing book you read in 2020 or your favorite book in 2020. So you can leave one or both. So without further ado, I will see you again tomorrow as Video Palooza rolls on in its final week for this year. At least this go-round. I'll see you tomorrow. So until then, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, do something fun. I'll see you soon. And peace.